everybody. So we are halfway through the week. It is now Thursday and it's time for your workout. So today is April the 23rd. We are doing a longer EMOM today for 22 minutes. So that's every minute on the minute. And at the beginning, I have a little bit of a Tabata, something new, something fresh for you guys to try out. So first, starting with the warm-up, let's go over the movements. We are gonna go one time through, so there's not gonna be rounds during this warm-up. Once you finish, you're done. And then you can move on to the Tabata that we have planned. So let's go over what we have. First, we're gonna start off with hip swings. Then we're gonna go on to death marches. Then there's seated strict presses. And lastly for the warm-up is jumping squats. For your hip swings, I'm gonna grab my handy dandy broom. All right. So I have my broom. This is just for stability. You don't have to have one. If you're able to do it without it, all the better for you. So I'm gonna have my broom planted here, and I'm gonna look where I'm about to kick. I'm gonna go side to side, side to side. I want to raise my leg up as high as I possibly can and cross my body as far as I can. Working on your balance a little bit there too. Then after you go side to side for 10, you're gonna kick in front of you. So again, look in front and behind before you start kicking. And you go in front and behind, as far back as possible. For that side view, you're gonna kick in front and behind, in front and behind. So that's 20 on the right, 20 on the left. 10 front to back, 10 side to side. Same for the other leg. So after your hip swings, you can put down your broom or whatever it is that you grabbed. Then we're gonna go on to death marches. It's not that scary, I promise. So it's gonna be 15 and 15, not 30-30. Death marches. I have one foot that has a straight leg. This leg's gonna be a little bit bent. I'm gonna stick my tailbone back, keeping that flat back, and then I'm gonna try and reach down as low as I possibly can. You're gonna feel this really great pull in the back of your leg. Then you bring the leg back. Other foot goes out. I try and reach as low as I possibly can and up. If you don't have a lot of space, you don't need to move. But death marches were intended to walk. So you can stand, reach down as low as you possibly can. Stand, reach down. Those are your death marches. Then seated strict press. I have a dumbbell that I'm gonna be able to use today. You can use any kind of weighted object that you want to use in order to put over your head. You don't have to have two of them. I'm only gonna use one dumbbell. I'm gonna hold my dumbbell and I'm gonna press it overhead. So you don't need to have two objects that are equally weighted. You can have one. So for your seated strict press, you gotta start on the floor. I'm gonna have my legs out, put my weight into my lap. Weight comes up by my chin. I'm gonna breathe in, push my head back, and then as I extend my arms, my head comes through the window. Good strict press. So from the side view, breath in, head goes back, and then my head comes back through as I push. And then lastly is jumping squats. You have 15 jumping squats. I have a low ceiling, so I don't need to jump super high. You don't need to jump super high for this. It's just a squat, and as you stand out of it, your feet leave the ground. It's a little bit more explosive. Feet are outside my hips. I'm gonna make sure that my knees are tracking over my toes as I do this, and as I stand up, my feet leave the floor. Those are your jumping squats. Now we're gonna go on to a Tabata. So Tabata is 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Usually you do one movement for 20 seconds repeatedly, and then you'll move on to another movement. You'll do that one repeatedly. So this time we're gonna work for 6 minutes total. The first thing that you're gonna do are squats. You're gonna do 4 rounds of squats. So that's 4 20 seconds of squats. The goal here is to count. You wanna count how many squats you do, and you wanna do as many as you possibly can in that 20 seconds. So the goal would be the next time you do the squat round, you wanna have the same number, or you wanna beat it. So same with our jumping squats. Nothing really new that's there. You're still gonna be in your squat position, knees tracking over the toes, standing up out of it over and over again. And one thing that I do want you guys to think about, I know this is for speed, but don't be sloppy. So as I'm going through my squat and standing up, you wanna make sure you get a full range of motion. Don't have these little mini squats. That doesn't count. So if you see me from the side, this is not a full squat. I'm not standing all the way up. And also, if I'm just going down just a little bit, that's not a very good squat. So don't worry about the number, worry about quality. Then, after you finish those rounds, you're gonna go on to Supermans. Supermans are laying face down on the floor. Face down on the floor, arms and legs are extended. You reach them up as high as you can and come down. You want to reach those arms, and you want to get all of your appendages off the floor as much as possible. Then you have bicycles. Bicycles are hands behind the head. This elbow is going to cross the body and try and touch the opposite knee. It's a core movement. The main thing is that twist. That's what I want you guys to think about. It's like the Russian twist, but now instead of doing it seated, I'm gonna be doing it on my back. So I'm laying down, arms are behind the head. One knee is as close as I can get it to my face. The other foot is straight extended. So I'm gonna cross the body. Those are your bicycles. So as you're doing your bicycle, I don't want you guys to have one elbow that like tries to come down and pull on your head and neck to get it there. I want you to twist and move from your trunk so that your whole body is moving, not just a shoulder. All right, so you finished your Tabata. Good job, it's been 6 minutes, congratulations. Now you have an EMOM. Oh, a quick tidbit about your Tabata. You can download an app that has a Tabata setting, so that way it'll ding at you every 20 seconds and every 10 seconds. You don't have to keep your eyes on the clock. Same with an EMOM. If you're doing this alone, you can download something that will alarm you every 60 seconds. So you don't have to think about it. You can just wait for the buzzer to go off. So today, EMOM. Every minute on the minute for 22 minutes. We have 2 movements within the same minute. So we have 2 hang power cleans and 2 thrusters. I have low ceilings, so instead of thrusters, I'm gonna go for front squats. Not that big of a difference. You can do the same if you want. If you have room for it, try to do the thrusters. So I'm gonna be using a Wobble. You can use anything like a sandbag, like a duffel bag that's got some blankets in it. Anything that's like odd and heavy, that will work. My Wobble is only 14 pounds, so it's not tremendously heavy, but it's 22 minutes. It's a good long time. What I can do if I'm feeling like this is not really giving me a good solid burn, I can up the amount of reps that I'm doing. So instead of 2 hang power cleans, I'll do 4. Instead of 2 thrusters, I'll do 4. So that would make it a total of 8 in 1 minute. And after 22 minutes of that, that'll be a lot. So first off, hang power clean. your weight is gonna start on the floor. So the first thing you have to do is you have to pick it up with a deadlift. So I've got it deadlifted. Now that I'm here, I'm going to lean forward, keeping this back nice and flat, leaning forward a little bit. As I stand up, I'm gonna shrug with my shoulders and have this weight start to levitate, and then I'm gonna catch it. So, a little bit faster. 2 hang cleans. Then I'm gonna hold on to my weight, and I have 2 front squats. If you have more space, you wanna hold on to your weight, squat, and as you stand out of it, you immediately press overhead to lock out. You'll come back down, squat, stand up to press overhead to lock out. It may seem simple at first, but as you get to minute 12, minute 15, you should start to really feel it. So if you don't, up those reps. Have fun, guys. Can't wait to see you. Bye.